$600. $650.
Welcome in, everybody. Heritage Auctions PC Video Game Showcase auction begins now. Welcome. I know some of you guys wait all year for this auction. This is one of the very few we have all year. I'm not sure if another one of these is even taking place this year, so get them while the getting's good, including the original John Madden Football for Apple II computer. Should be the first print, actual print of John Madden Football, whatever you want to call it. $2,200 there for the 75 plus. Exodus Ultima 3 kicked things off for $750. King's Quest 4, The Pearls of Rosella. VGA 80. 84 PC games today. I can't give as much information as I usually can with video games. I simply don't know as much about PC. So if there is something big, if there is something that deserves more attention or deserves some talking, please feel free to chime in as well. Term 34, welcome in. What a great username. Like, I wish I thought of that. Big Box Game Shop, Inazuma Final Fight CD, Ren, X, Machina, Tip Kaiser, AK, Super Drunk, Pyrocalypse. Welcome in, you guys. Retro Game Rescue. Finally, an auction where you might not be tempted to spend money. Yeah, it's harder for me as well. Retro Game Rescue. Like I was saying, it's harder for me as well to know what might even be undervalued versus not undervalued. I just don't know PC video games nearly as much. The John Madden Football for $2,200. There should be some comps that exist. I feel like it almost feels cheap for the actual Apple II computer version, but whether or not it matters that the Apple II version is the true first original print of Madden, it seems pretty set in stone that people prefer the Sega Genesis version, right? Maybe that'll change over time. Maybe you can convince people otherwise, but it seems like the, at least for now, the collector focus is firmly on the Sega Genesis version. King's Quest 4 went for $212. Renegade 80 plus for the Apple computer there. Apple II $575. Ultima 2. This is just cool. Anything Ultima is super freaking cool. Anything early Sierra is really freaking cool. VGA 70. Ultima 2 pushing its way to $1,600 here. Yeah, not surprised. One of only 3 copies on the VGA Pop Report.
Next lot.
Closing at $1,500 on the nose. This is also super cool. Wasteland. I think Wasteland 3 was probably the most mainstream one. I think. Only copy of this variant. Small box Wasteland here. Apple II pushing its way to $575. Only copy on the VGA Pop Report. I think Wasteland 3 was on like 360, right? I think that game was kind of popular. My brother played one of the Wasteland games. It didn't seem bad, but it seemed a bit slow. Now, I have no idea if that speaks to Wasteland 1. I have no idea what kind of game Wasteland even is, to be completely honest with you. But it is a title I recognize, I know about, all that kind of thing. Selling for $550. Hiko, I doubt I'll be bidding today.
Fair warning.
I collect such little PC as is Hiko.
$220.
My knowledge of vintage PC, my exposure to older PC, like, it's just... I have so much less attachment or even interest in older PC games that if I did spend money on anything, it'd be very, very specific pieces. So there won't be any good price traps for me tonight.
$550.
Starfleet 1 VGA 85 for $250. Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar VGA 80 plus. You just hate shaking a PC graded game and hearing those floppy disks tumbling around? Me too, Gino. Me too. Carl Job's in the house. Welcome in, dude. Anything you'll be bidding on?
Fair warning.
You just came in time to hear me talk about how much I don't care about PC stuff, so perfect timing. Gotta suck back some calories here.
Next lot.
Not just protein shakes anymore, boys. Now we're just drinking pure mass. Yeah, I'd say PC grading has not changed whatsoever in the past 2 years, if not less popular. I agree. I don't think there's been growth in the PC market, people getting into it, exposure, a bunch of stuff like that.
$440.
And a lot of, like, PC has it's multiple issues here. Age of Empires is really fucking cool. Talking about games that I do care about or specific games that I might be interested in. Age of Empires, super freaking cool. Did play this. I don't know if I played Age of Empires 1. It might have been like Age of Empires 3 that I played, but super freaking cool, right? Has the Game of the Year stamp on it, so I assume it is a later production copy. $875. Age of Empires 2, The True Kings, VGA 85, with a $20 rebate offer on it there, pushing up to $800. There will still be new PC collectors coming in. Oh yeah, for sure. It's okay. Yeah, what I was going to say about PC and the multiple issues it has, supply. Even at this auction, right? There's 84 games. It might be the only PC showcase auction this year. If you're talking about factory sealed PC specifically, graded specifically, there's a supply issue. There just is. Then VGA, being the only company that grades them, Video Game Authority, costs like $150 minimum to grade one of these things. So there's also a big barrier with grading and stuff. It's just when you have those issues, it makes it hard to.
Next lot.
You know what I mean? The barriers to entry are much higher for PC. Like you have to really give a shit. You know, it's very hard to just be like a passive, you know what I mean? A passive interest in PC collecting. You really have to care. You really have to get in here. Baldur's Gate, 85 plus, 9 copies of this variant. Yeah, this again, right? Games that I might care about. This is really cool. And I'm a homer. Like I only care because of Baldur's Gate 3. I'll be completely honest on that. Pushing its way up to over $3,000 now for the 85 plus, $3,200. 85 plus original Baldur's Gate. Age of Empires 2 closed at $1,100. I think there's a copy of this before that sold, actually. I think Age of Empires 2 did well before as well. $937.50 with way more stickers on it. So that was back in July 2024. This time you get a couple less stickers and it costs you a little bit more money. So I don't know if that's a good deal or not. Whoever bought it walked away with less stickers, actually. That seems like bad value.
Next lot.
Baldur's Gate, yeah, pushing its way to $3,500. Not surprised to see it be one of the biggest selling games in the auction. I assume it will be anyway. Yeah, AoE 2 did good last time around too. Age of Empires is just a good franchise. Yeah, AoE is so good. It's just a good franchise. You're thinking about how pissed your wife will be if you buy anything, but you've made peace with it already, so you're ready to spend. Yeah, you're already expecting the worst, so now you're all ready.
Fair warning.
Batman the Caped Crusader, 80 plus there, $362. That's for the IBM PC. Call of Duty 2, 9.88++. Probably one of the newest games that we're going to see in this auction. Total, 2005 copy. 9.88++. Double DVD slipcover COD 2 for the Call of Duty fans out there. Yeah, AoE 2, man, it's just a good game. Was Baldur's Gate important prior to Baldur's Gate 3? Like, where was that franchise at? Because for me, again, right, like Baldur's Gate 3 put it on the map. The last time I thought about Baldur's Gate or played anything Baldur's Gate related was Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on GameCube or Xbox, if you guys are familiar with that.
Fair warning.
That was the last time I had interacted with anything Baldur's Gate or even like seen anything Baldur's Gate. Super important for D&D RPG gaming and RPG gaming in general. Yeah, what was it like I understand the historical relevance, but had it done much in the past 20 years? I guess is what I'm asking. Where was the series prior to BG3 coming out? Command and Conquer, geez, another really cool one, VG85. I don't care about Command and Conquer, like I didn't play it, you know what I mean? But I understand that it's a really cool game. VG85 pushed $1,875 original print Command and Conquer there. Command and Conquer, the Covert Operations, 15 new missions, VG85 here as well. Actually, getting some love as well, pushing its way quickly to $500 here for the, I guess, expansion pack.
Fair warning.
Baldur's Gate was an incredible game at the time, and it's early in the Skyrim, etc. world. It was always good. It had a following similar to a game called Master of Magic. Don't know Master of Magic. AoE 2 still gets content updates as if. That's crazy. I didn't realize. Oh my god, here's Curse of Monkey Island. Fuck, 85 plus NFR, not for resale copy. I don't know what the NFR means on this, but Curse of Monkey Island 85 plus is pushing to $7,500 here, looking for $7,500. Top copy NFR variant Curse of Monkey Island on VGA's Pop Report, but only 3 of them. Third entry in the series.
Fair warning.
$7,000 end here? Oh, we're still going, looking for 8,750. The curse. Oh man, I feel like we say this every frickin' time these come up. The prices on Monkey Island are. It is so beyond my understanding.
Fair warning.
It is so beyond me about how much people care about this franchise. I just can't even. I cannot relate. You know what I mean? No offense to people who really give a shit about Monkey Island. I cannot. It means nothing. It might as well be a random franchise. $8,125. What does the NFR mean on this? Does anyone know? Here's another Curse of Monkey Island VGA 85. Second highest graded copy, so 85 plus versus 85, the best of the best versus one slightly worse. Send this one in over and over again, and maybe you'll get that extra plus, right? Maybe you can catch VGA on a good day. This copy is struggling to get to $1,000. Make it make sense. Surely not. Surely we're not going to see an 8x premium from 85 to 85 plus, right? Just buy this copy, hamster. Save yourself $7,000, man.
Next lot.
Oh my god, look at that buzzer beater. Look at that buzzer beater right there. They literally already called next lot. Pushing its way over $1,000. Just in the nick of time there. Nick of time. Boomers who collect LucasArts. The name LucasArts, I guess, is worth $8,000.
Next lot.
Yeah, that is
$60.
A $7,000 premium to get yourself like the top pop copy. I don't know, man. It feels insane to me. Feels crazy. I would be happy with the 85 every single day of the week at a $7,000 discount. I just, yeah, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That feels crazy to me.
$140.
Oh yeah, Monkey Island has a cult following. Make no mistake. Every single time it comes up at the PC Showcase auctions, be it the Curse of Monkey Island 1, 2, whatever it is. I think there's another Monkey Island in this auction. They always do well. They sell extremely well. Yeah, the Secret of Monkey Island here is sitting at $4,000. So like,
fair warning.
Monkey Island does well every single time.
$170.
Make no mistake, it's an expensive game at this point. Whoever the bidders are on Heritage, right? Like I don't know if it would sell for thousands, $8,000 on eBay. I have no idea.
Fair
but
warning.
Whoever bids on Heritage fucking loves that franchise. This collector group, Monkey Island fans, man. Big Monkey Island fans. Descent to the Infinite Abyss.
Fair warning.
80 plus here. Coming off the highs of Monkey Island, we're looking for $200 on Abyss.
Next
it doesn't even get there. So $212. We're back to reality here. Looking for Destruction Derby VG85. I didn't even realize this came out for PC. This is the same one that's on PS1 long box, right? I assume so. Pushing its way to $450. Kind of cool. Are Heritage collectors ahead of the curve? Maybe. Maybe.
Fair warning.
Sometimes they just have a lot of money. It's hard to say. The Monkey Island 1 coming up isn't even first print with that sticker, you don't think? You don't remember Monkey Island 3 being relevant? Monkey Island 1 is a second print out of like 10 prints total. Jordan, you bought the 85 for got that 85 first for you still.
$460.
Oh, you're probably talking to Hamster. What Scum Collectors? Like, there's an acronym there. What is it? It hits George Lucas IP and Scum Collectors. What is Scum?
Next lot.
Is this like a Ligma joke? Did I just walk right into it?
$400.
Like scum on my face? Like, is that the punchline here? What's Scum? Destruction Derby, $550 for Destruction Derby here. Diablo, VGA 85, big box. I'm pretty sure this is early print. Should be early print here. Only 3 copies of this variant on the pop report. Yeah, it should be just Diablo, big box 85. Beautiful copy here, pushing over $2,000. Scum is an interface. It's a type of game. Very, yeah. Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad none of you took that punchline there. That's good. I'm glad I didn't just walk into it. A point-and-click adventure engine. Interesting. Yeah, see, just before my time. before my time. The Diablo 85 here, tied with one other for the top pop copy of this variant ever offered.
Fair warning.
The 80 plus sold for $1,800. I think most of us thought that was a good price at the time. This 85 just sold for $4,000. So again, we're seeing like a double up between 80 plus and 85. I need a copy of Diablo still. I want a copy. I talk about PC games I do want to buy. I need a copy of Diablo.
Fair warning.
I actually just sent a big box copy of Diablo 2 to VGA, and it got rejected for altering. I guess it had pen touch-up on it, marker touch-up. So, I don't have a copy of Diablo 2 either. Or rather, I have a sealed copy of Diablo 2, and I guess it has marker touch-up on it. So, rip me, right? Rip. Duke Nukem 3D, 80 plus there. Very cool. Going for 1,187. Duke Nukem will always be cool. I'm pretty sure these Diablos go for around 2K on eBay. Yeah, that's like 4K. You won't see me spend that much, Carl. I am, like my Diablo 2 I grabbed off eBay as well. I think it was like $200. If you keep your eyes open for PC collecting, again, going back to the density of the market and how many people are looking for PC at any given time, if you keep your eyes open on PC games on eBay, you can do pretty decent.
$420.
I'm not saying you can get everything free, and it might take months and months and months for anything to pop up, but like, you know, generally speaking. Oh, Big Box. I wonder if me and you both got scammed by the same person. Did you return it to him?
$700.
I sent mine to my middleman, so I never had a chance to see it myself. That's super unfortunate if we both bought the same touched up, altered Diablo 2 Big Box. That would be a kick in the nuts, dude.
$800.
Almost a year ago? Mine was probably 3 or 4. Mine was a while ago, man. Mine was maybe 6 months. See if I can get a thing on it quick. It was a while ago.
$850.
Mine was back in July 2021. Mine came from world_class_sales back in July. World Class Sales is who I bought mine from. July 2021.
Next lot. $130.
Sold for $175. Good price if it hadn't been fucked. Elder Scrolls Morrowind, $1,000. Very cool. Very, very, very cool on Morrowind Collector's Edition. Like, that's just, Elder Scrolls is awesome. That's neat. $1,000 there. Earthworm Jim, 85 for $687.50. Facetress? Do you say Facetress or Faces Tries? I've never, like, said this out loud, you know? Facetress. Faces Tries. Pushing its way to $200. Spectrum Holobyte is the most interesting thing from this to me. Being one of the original companies, or the original company to publish Tetris, if I'm not mistaken. $175 for it, and yes, it is the same seller. Fuck me.
Fair warning. $360.
Oh, that is terrible, Big Box Game Shop. So there you go. You bought it, and then I bought it. Or did you keep yours? Did you return it? Did I literally buy the same copy that you also got scammed with? That is... oh, my God.
Fair warning.
That's such a kick in the nuts, dude. That's awful. You also got scammed by World Class Sales. Oh, awesome. That's perfect. I'm glad we can all have unity on this. So this guy just fucks everyone with PC stuff. How nice. How nice. $575 for Final Fantasy VII. This is the like the classic edition. This is greatest hits. I'm actually kind of surprised it still sells for $575. Like, it is an 85 plus copy.
Fair warning. $850.
Not bad. 85 plus, $575. I think it's expensive. Full Throttle 85 plus limited edition. Man, LucasArts again. So I guess here we are with the LucasArts collecting, because this game means nothing to me. I've never even heard it before, I don't think. Highest graded copy, limited edition variant, Full Throttle, LucasArts, looking for almost $1,000.
Next lot. $400.
$1,000 right on the nose for it. LucasArts collectors, you guys might be onto something there. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis with the hint book inside. VGA 90 plus on this. Beautiful copy. You called him out on the Discord. He's a real POS. You told him he blocked you. Total scum. Sold lots of color-touched PC games on eBay.
$800.
You got the Morrowind default. Let's go, dude. That's cool. Like, that's just genuinely cool. That is... oh, man. Big Box. I'm, like, more upset now that this is a known scammer who might have even been called out in my own Discord, and I still got scammed by him.
$280.
You know? Now I just feel like an idiot. He had all the Warcraft reseals. I remember you warning people about the Warcraft reseals. I just completely didn't remember the person's name.
$320.
Oh my god, that's, you know, every now and then, man.
$360.
Every now and then you try and get yourself a deal, you think you find something good on eBay, and there you go. Good on VGA for catching it, I guess, but like,
$400.
man, oh man. Sucks. Just sucks.
$400.
It is a nice D2 big box, it is. It is, and I mean, for the time being, it probably will still be my personal copy. But, you know, knowing that I have an altered game now, or altered goods, really is a...
fair warning.
Get a blacklight and just scrape the color touch off. Maybe that's the play. Unironically, maybe that's the play. Try and get rid of the color touch.
$480.
John Madden Football, number 2. 85 plus here for the, what is this even for? On the PC. Only copy on the VGA December Pop Report. Jesus. So here's John Madden Football. Yeah, geez. Pushing its way up to $625, 85 plus. Only one on the Pop Report. That's really cool.
$550.
Yeah, no, 100% AK. They got me.
$600.
They got me on that one. Every now and then, you're just going to get burned.
$650.
Can Gu or Bestine remove Sharpie? I have no idea how best to remove Sharpie, actually. I've heard, like, dry erase markers, if you apply and erase it. I was going to say delete. If you apply and delete the marker, you can sometimes get permanent marker off, but I don't know about cardboard. Glossy cardboard. If it's underneath the glossy part, and, like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, there's a lot of variables here with removing this.
Fair warning.
Not sure. I need to get it in hand and look at it.
$850.
Right now it's with Monty, middleman, so once he has it back in hand, he can see how bad it is. We can, you know, go from there. I need to talk to you PC guys more, apparently. I need to talk to you PC guys more. I only want to buy like 5 PC games, and I freaking got scammed on one. Send it to Wada, they won't notice, I wish. They don't even take it, and I can only assume it's pretty basic for them to use a blacklight on it, unfortunately.
$280.
Yeah, if only I had a PC thread in the Discord. If only there was a PC channel.
$360.
If only, Squirrel, if only. $1,200 for the John Madden Football number 2. It's just cool. Indiana Jones at Fate of Atlantis went for $937.50 into Karateka. Karateka? VGA 75 plus on it. Published by Broderbund. Maybe the most interesting thing for me about this game, 1986.
$500. $550.
Is PC collecting actually a thing? Absolutely, Mike. It's niche. It's much more niche than, you know, Nintendo collecting, but yes. There are absolutely very deep, passionate PC collectors that exist. Yeah, 100%. The culture, the community, like, yeah.
Fair warning.
PC collecting's absolutely a thing.
$650.
Made by the same guy who made Prince of Persia. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, well, if I just read the description. Created by Prince of Persia creator Jordan Mechner. One of the earliest martial arts fighting games.
Fair warning.
Yeah, that's cool.
$700.
And apparently, yeah, it is something. 75 plus here, pushing its way to almost $1,000. Like, it is something, so. You played so much Karateka in school in the 80s? Regardless of the outcome, you're a good sport. I mean, at least it's only $200, right, AK?
Next
could be a lot worse.
$220. $360.
$200 is could be a lot worse. I guess is all I can say. Karateka closing at $875. Yeah, that's cool. See, that's when stuff gets interesting, right? You tell me it actually is a very early martial arts game, published by the same guy who made Prince of Persia. I just don't know all of these stories and narratives. And I assume you're the same way, Mike, when you say is PC collecting actually a thing. I assume you just don't know enough about the culture, the games, the stories, the narratives, the history, why a lot of this stuff matters. King's Quest 4, The Perils of Rosella.
$700.
Can do a credit card chargeback if it's within 6 months. I think we just passed 6 months, actually. I think it was July 21st.
$800.
I think we're like, like 6 months and 2 days. If my math is correct on that, funny enough.
$900.
This is... We had this already on a different... This is VGA 90 here. What was the other one we had? The King's Quest.
Fair warning.
Was that just on a different...
$50. $1,000.
For Apple II?
$1,100.
VGA 80 on an Apple II copy here? What's this for?
$1,200.
Top copy of this variant out of just 2. VGA 90, first time selling it. I don't... What makes this copy different from the other one? I just don't know. You know, even looking at these, I just... Is this just the PC copy? Is the other one more desirable? Is the other one like an earlier print? This one's obviously a much higher grade. VGA 90 going for $1,500, but... King's Quest 7. Version 2.0 VGA 80. Yeah, here's Sierra again. Like, if I were to pick something to collect for PC, it would be...
$80.
It would be like Sierra. Ultima, King's Quest, all that kind of stuff. It's just super cool to me. Usually the computer... that sticker's so small, Jordan. The sticker is so small. I can't read that. It says 3.5 and 5 and 5.25 inch disc game. IBM PC. DOS.
Next lot.
What is all of this in English, man? You think with PC collecting you'll have to know what you're doing? I mean, like, yes, I would say that as well, Squirrel Herder, but like, you know, it's no different than NES collecting in that respect, I don't think. Like, you have to learn certain terminology, certain consoles, like, certain variants. Every collecting category has its own kinks, niches, shit you need to learn, you know what I mean?
Next lot.
Yeah, there might be a difference in difficulty of finding certain information when it comes to PC versus, say, Nintendo, but I don't know if I would necessarily say one is more or less complex than the other, if that makes sense. $625 for Mario Teaches Typing. It's Mario. It's going to do what Mario does. VGA 85 on that for $625. Here's another copy. VGA 85 Plus. Later production copy. Pushing its way to $200 here.
$170.
It also never really made its way into the mainstream like video games did, unless you're unaware of the Nintendo equivalent of the PC world.
$190.
I don't know if there's a Nintendo equivalent. That's an interesting way of putting it. Because there's really big companies, like even Interplay here published this. There's Sierra, like I was saying, Blizzard. I'm sure there's tons more that other people can name better. But I don't know if there's like a, say, Nintendo of... LucasArts was also insanely influential for a lot of games. You have id with, or ID, I guess, with Quake and all the games it made. Like, there are really, really, really big publishers who moved the whole franchise forward, you know what I mean? A lot of them I don't think exist anymore. Or at least don't have a lot of relevance anymore. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is Interplay, BioWare, all of the Microsoft with this. Yeah, like, it just depends, you know? Hard comparison to make. Because PC wasn't a single console, so you have so many other publishers coming in. Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. Jesus, VGA 90 here once again. Looking for $5,000 on it. No bidding war? What do you mean? What do you mean only $5,000 for Monkey Island 2? That's how cheap is that? That's a snag. What a deal. What a deal. Only $5,000? Monkey Island bidders, where you at? Jesus. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Number 3, 85 plus exclusive Walmart edition. Wow. Very cool. Very cool.
Fair warning.
And of course, tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage Auctions, so huge thanks to them sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys being here tonight. If you do want to get into any of the upcoming showcase, signature auctions that are coming up, I have everything in this nice little spreadsheet here. Just go ahead and paste that in the chat for you. You can click it, you can save it, you can keep it with you. Signature auction coming up in May. Consignment deadline is in April. Ages of Sega Showcase, Nintendo 8 to 64-bit, Japanese Showcase, all coming up this year. Power of PlayStation, 6th generation beyond, all the showcase auctions you guys love. Videogames@ha.com to reach out about any showcase or signature auctions. As you guys know, best of the best, all of that good stuff. If your games aren't graded yet, Heritage can help you get them graded as well. Don't pay any grading fees until after they sell. So really nice in that respect as well. Videogames@ha.com. You can consign to the Tuesday weekly auctions as well, right here on YouTube every single week. Videogames@ha.com. Reach out, link in the description. Huge thanks you guys being here tonight.
$500.
$625 for the Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. I think I remember buying this on PS1 actually, greatest hits copy for PS1 for $20 and never playing it. I think I remember it being kind of shitty. Now I might have just been young, I might have just been bad at the game, but I'm pretty positive I bought Need for Speed 3 and like never played it. Putt Putt saves the zoo. It is insane to see Putt Putt in here. Good old frickin' Putt Putt, hey? $650. Jeez. 75 plus even. Is this one of the earliest Putt Putt games? What is the first Putt Putt? $656. Here's Quake. 85 early production copy. I don't know if it's a first print. Only 10 copies of this version are on the Pop Report. Pushing its weight almost $2,000 here. Yeah, Quake is super frickin' cool. I didn't play Quake a lot. I think I played it. Man.
Fair warning.
I might be thinking of Unreal Tournament. I don't know if I ever played Quake or Quake 2.
Next lot. $600.
I don't know if I ever actually played Quake. That sounds crazy to say. $1,875 for Quake 1. Like, it's expensive for sure, but again, as important PC, big PC, mainstream PC, everyone knows Quake. Right? Everyone knows Quake, surely. Another copy of Quake, 85 plus later production copy here. Still pushing its way up to $1,000. You're personally looking for the VGA 90 Diablo 2 that sold on eBay? Jeez. Yeah, VGA 90 big box is crazy. 100% it is. Sega Showcase in April, that's exciting. Hey, I'm glad some of you guys are excited for the Sega.
$280.
I'm glad you guys are excited for the Sega. You were not alive when Quake came out? Sure I was. Isn't it 95?
$320.
What year's Quake? 96? 95? I would have been like 3 years old. I was on this planet.
$400.
But even so, like obviously I was too young, but a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot. But there were PC games I still played, you know what I mean? Over the years. Like RollerCoaster Tycoon. I've played that. I just don't think I ever got around to playing Quake. I don't think I ever had exposure.
$500.
Quest for Glory 1. So you want to be a hero. Sierra again, VGA 90, the re-release. Pushing its way to almost $700 here. Yeah, Sierra would probably be the games I go after. Obviously, I don't have any kind of nostalgic attachment. I just think early Sierra, early RPG fantasy is really fucking cool.
$700. $750.
You have 2 copies of Demon Souls Deluxe to send in. Very nice. As you know, one of my favorite games, period. Demon Souls Deluxe. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Modern Grail type game. Commander Keen was a great DOS era game. Commander Keen is on Game Boy Color, I think.
$950.
If I'm not mistaken. Am I thinking of the right game? Yeah, I think this was or is expensive on Game Boy Color. Or it was at some point? That's the only reason I know of this. Oh yeah, fuck. Published by id. I had no idea. Is it id or ID? Do I say ID or do I say id? Again, a word I've never really said out loud. But yeah, that's the only reason I know of this game is because I think it used to be more of a grail than it is now. I think interest in it has kind of waned over the years.
Fair warning.
ID. Okay.
$1,400.
Quest for Glory 1 is pushing here, the VGA 90. Pushing up to 1,700. Thanks for what I do. Hey, thank you for being here tonight, JL. I appreciate you.
Fair warning.
ID. Yeah, in my head, I've said id for so long.
$140.
It's id, not ID. Is it id or it's id? Are all of you guys fucked? I'm glad I'm not the only one here.
$200.
I'm glad I'm not the only one here. Look at that. That squirrel herder, Rob, crypto, like...
$240.
Id. I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. You guys are idiots.
Fair warning.
It feels good.
$280.
Feels good. Thank gosh. Feels good to be right for once.
$340.
Tomato. Yeah. That was you winning the Monkey Island 2 medium dog. Jesus Christ, dude. Did you also toss bids at the
Fair warning.
Did you toss bids at Monkey Island 3?
$380.
$5,000 for Monkey Island 2. One of the most expensive games in the auction. I had no idea you had such connection to Monkey Island. Tomato. That's people who say things wrong. Then follow it up with tomato. It's like a coping mechanism. Do I have an emote for it? Maybe I do. I do here. So when you start saying tomato, like that is how you look when you say it right there. If you could just get some of those in the chat, that's great.
Fair warning.
That's everyone saying ID right now. So, feels bad, man. You know, feels ID, man. RollerCoaster Tycoon, the #1 bestseller. This should be a mid-production copy with the bestseller emblem on there. VGA 80, pushing its way to almost $700. I'm glad I have the I'm glad I have the emote just for times like this, right? That emote like brought to you by members just like you.
$650.
We don't have a lot of time to spam emotes in this chat, but every now and then, man. The Quest for Glory 2 went for $450. RollerCoaster Tycoon, despite being the bestseller copy, there's only 3 copies on this variant on the Pop Report. And I think getting an actual big box without the bestseller emblem on there is damn near impossible. Because a lot of people have been looking for RollerCoaster Tycoon. I know people in the Discord have been looking for it, and this is over the past 2-3 years or whatever. Even jewel case versions were being graded. That's what sold at Heritage there in the quick comps, was a frickin' jewel case for $67. So that's why RollerCoaster Tycoon here is still pushing over $1,000. First print is super hard. First print is tough. Yeah, that's what I thought.
$55.
In psychology, the id is the part of the mind that contains our most basic instinctual impulses. Yes.
$65.
I knew that my Sigmund Freud would come in handy. I just knew it.
$90.
The id and the ego. And the super ego.
$120. $100.
I knew it would come in handy someday, man.
$180.
This is RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 Combo Park Pack. It includes the Wacky Worlds expansion pack. So it's a later production copy, should be a later production copy, has to be, right? Because it includes an expansion pack. 85 plus gatefold small box copy. RollerCoaster Tycoon closed at $1,250. You wanted to get your Grim Fandango into the PC showcase, you sent photos of it and they said they would like to have it, but said you had to submit at least 5K worth of games. To get in, you don't have that much to submit yet. Damn. I didn't know where their consignment minimum sits at this time, James, but
fair warning.
That if that is the issue,
next lot,
or if that is a thing, then there's not much you can do to get around it, unfortunately. Sam and Max hit the road. VGA 85 plus for $2,000. Here's Monkey Island 85 plus. A second print, apparently, based on the words coming from the PC collectors in chat. So, second print 85 plus, pushing its way to $5,000 right now. Monkey Island is going to dominate this auction. Apparently, I should have just chucked anything Monkey Island on the thumbnail. I really thought these games might fall in price a little bit here. Like, it's not the first time we've seen this, you know what I mean?
$4,200.
People need to chill on the Monkey Island? You're telling me, dude. You got sealed first print a few days ago on eBay for 70. RollerCoaster Tycoon Elysium? That's crazy. You know at least half the owners of the RollerCoaster Tycoons. Does Heritage pick which auction it drops in, or do you? It's part of your, like, it depends how much you're submitting and what you're submitting, Rob. If you're submitting games, if you know what you're submitting, if you know your values and everything, you can certainly negotiate placement. But if you're, you know, if you're submitting, if you're barely scraping the minimum consignment, if it's, you know, 40 games that aren't all that desirable, it just depends. Just depends. But it's certainly you can talk about. It's certainly something you can talk to the consignment person about. Curse of Monkey Island for 8,000. What happened? I have no idea, dude. Monkey Island happened. Straight monkey business. 5,750 for Monkey Island on this one. So every single Monkey Island, what, the 8,000 for the 85 plus, 5,000 for the VGA 90 Monkey Island 2, and 5,750 for Monkey Island 1.
Fair warning.
What are we looking at? $18,000 there for the set?
$60.
$18,000 for Monkey Island 1, 2, 3? Oh.
Fair
like, that's not unreasonable at all for Monkey Island 1 or 2.
$480.
It's what I'm learning, Hamster. It's what I'm learning. They sell for it every time, so I can't say it's crazy, but it is a bit crazy to me. It is a bit crazy to me. The curse was insane. The other two are fine.
Fair warning.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Next lot. $300.
The secret weapons of
$40.
Lutwefi?
$380.
A World War II air combat symbol. Lucasfilm Games again. Jesus. A VGA 90 on that. The secret weapons of Lutwefi. I wish I could say that word. Sid Meier's Civilization 2. Civilization Civ 2 are also games I would like to own. Civ 1 and 2, even like Civ 3, I think. I really enjoyed them. Luftwaffe? The Civilization games were like, they're just so fun, man. I didn't even play them myself a ton, but I would watch my brother play. You know? So we would just like sit down and play some single player Civ for like 4 or 5 hours.
$480.
Yeah, I know it's German. I know that much, Johans.
$500.
It is Luftwaffe. I had it.
Fair warning. $550.
Do I think Star Wars could pop? Star Wars Knights of the Old, 85? Or any of these ones? The issue with a lot of these Star Wars games, we actually see them a decent amount. I don't know if any of these have rarity.
Fair warning.
They obviously can all pop, like 85, 90, 85
Next
plus,
lot.
like they're beautiful. 85 plus X-Wing, like these will do well. But I don't know which of them are actually rare, because we do see a lot of these Star Wars, or some of these Star Wars, a decent amount. Civilization 2, $656. Doesn't even feel that expensive. Yeah, like the Game of the Year copy, VGA 85, sold back in July last year for $600. So someone just walked away with an actual early production copy, right? For $650. Only 3 copies of this on the December Pop Report, all with the same grade. Like, if you are a Civ fan, if you like Civ or Civ 2, like, dude, I think that's kind of a snag on that one. That's the closest I've come to a good price trap right there. We were talking about it earlier. This is the closest where I would almost throw a bid at this just because it feels like good value.
Next lot.
The Sims. VGA 80. Game of the Year sticker on The Sims as well. Yeah, $1,200. More than I thought it would sell for. Just because it is the Game of the Year. Can anyone speak to how difficult it is to find The Sims?
$240.
How hard is it to find a first print big box Sims? Because I would like to own one of those too someday, I think. The Sims is fucking awesome. I grinded The Sims. I played a ton of The Sims.
Fair warning.
Sims first print is rare, almost impossible. The second print is what, $50 you're saying? Jesus. Impossible for Sims? Oh, well, okay. So if Sims 1 is impossible in early print, then of course the Game of the Year has to have some value, no? Like, if all you guys are immediately saying it's literally impossible to get the first print, then the second print has to have some value, no? Am I crazy? Spear of Destiny, $325. Wolfenstein there. Star Control, VGA85. There's no way the second print is that cheap.
$220.
You guys can't be saying someone just made like a $1,000 mistake on this. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Someone in chat there was saying this is a first print copy with the embossed cover. The Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic looks like it's embossed, pushing out a little bit on the box there. VJ 85, one of only 5 listed, pushing its way to $500 too. KOTOR getting some love on PC here.
Fair warning.
It's much more easy to find. Jeez. You guys are making me feel like I should just pick one of these up if it truly is like a $100 game. Because, like, that's awesome. The Sims is just awesome, right? Second print Sims are popping up a lot on eBay. You shocked it brought in over 1K?
$700.
You like Sims, Goaty? Haven't seen many nice ones? Well, it seems like, if I'm understanding you guys correctly, this is the only one you get anyway, right? If you can't get a black label, you literally have to buy Player's Choice. So it's like, you know, certain times it's just what you can do.
$280.
Are low pops because nobody cares for grading or not many copies survive sealed? Not many copies exist of these games, period. PC game grading also isn't super common, but like factory sealed PC big box is very rare surviving in of itself. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic pushed up to $812. I'm surprised KOTOR got so much love on PC. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be. It sells for a lot on Xbox every time as well. But like, man, almost $1,000 for KOTOR? VGA 85? Like,
next lot.
Good man. Star Wars Rebel Assault into the little Star Wars block here. $425 to the VGA 85. Star Wars TIE Fighter. Jesus. VGA 90 on this one. Beautiful. Pushing up to $2,000. There we go. Of the 8 copies on the pop report, this one is tied for the top example with just one other. So someone asked if these could pop. I think, Rob, you asked. There you go. This one immediately shot up over $2,000. Still going. Looking for $2,700 now. So yeah. There you go. You have 2 first print tops on the pop. Someone just bought yours on eBay. Someone just bought your Sims.
$2,400.
Oh, the power of heritage auctions, hey? Someone just bought your Sims on eBay. That's so funny. They bought your Sims 2 small box.
Fair warning.
Star Wars TIE Fighter pushing its way to almost $3,000.
Next lot.
Oh yeah, amazing Star Wars cover. Amazing Star Wars cover on this. $2,750. Oof. Cancel and say your grandkid broke it. Yeah, like, sorry, dog. I just found out it's worth $1,000. Like, please accept this cancellation request.
$700.
Problem with buyer's address. Like, send. Star Wars TIE Fighter, Defender of the Empire, $1,125 to the 85 plus there. Here's X-Wing, 85 plus. Maybe this is one we see. Yeah, okay, we've seen this one quite a few times. The last 85 plus selling for right around $800 as well. $843 this time around. Here's X-Wing. Just another Star Wars X-Wing Imperial Pursuit. Tied with one other copy for the highest on the pop report. Out of only 4. Yeah, okay, first time offering this one. Gotcha. Star Wars X-Wing Imperial Pursuit. Must be the sequel.
Fair warning.
I'm guessing it's the sequel.
Next
you can sign The Sims tonight, so you're free roll, and there we go.
$60.
It was you who bought it. You sold the you sell The Sims for $1,100, and you go buy another one. My gosh, time capsule. Infinite money glitch found. You found the infinite money glitch.
Fair warning.
Like, send it to Heritage again for another $1,000.
Next lot.
Imperial Pursuit, $600 there. Street Rod number 2, $200. Manhattan Missions, $95. Holy shit. The other copy that sold of this was a 90 plus for $2,000. 95 on this Mark Friedman collection. This is beautiful, man. For the Turtles fans, this is That's beautiful.
$800, $900.
Jesus, that's beautiful. VGA 95 Mark Friedman collection pushing up to $1,100. Like I said, the 90 plus closed for $2,000 back in July.
$1,000.
Truth be told, if I paid $2,000 for the 90 plus, I would be bidding this shit up to $2,000 right now myself. I would just buy both of them at that point, right?
Fair warning.
That's just me personally.
$1,300.
I'd be protecting those turtles bags. PC Big Box seems to have very stable prices. It's hard for a lot of price movement, Rob, when they don't come up very often. So you're going to see big swings between sales sometimes, or stability. But it's hard for like blanket downturn when you don't see the same games a lot of times.
Next lot.
But as you can see with Turtles Manhattan Missions here, the 95 selling for less than the 90 plus did. Like that's a lot of downturn. Like that's tough. That's tough, man. So it just kind of depends. Here's another 90 plus. Jesus. Selling for the same price? The hell's going on? $1,600 versus $1,300. That's nuts. Congrats to whoever bought the 95. I mean, and the 90 plus was cheaper as well by $700, but like, you know. Here's the real turtles. That's the turtles I know. What is this? These edgy killers here taking over Manhattan. I want these doofy ass turtles. VGA 85 here. Turtles World Tour.
Fair warning.
The immediate contrast in art style is insane. These guys are going to help you. These guys are going to murder you. That's crazy.
Fair warning.
5/4 versus 3 1/4? 3 1/4, 5 1/4. Are they different? I guess they're different.
$20, $750.
Maybe? MS-DOS and Tandy? MS-DOS Tandy? Oh, are they different, or did VGA just fuck the label? I don't know. Someone weigh in on the turtles. Someone weigh in. Turtles World Tour, $1,000 there. 3 1/4, not 3.25.
Next lot. $170.
Terminator, $1,000 there for the 80 plus into Test Drive by Accolade. VGA 80 plus.
100, 200,
3.5, not 0.25.
$400.
Does that matter?
$400.
It's 5 1/4 and 3.5. The size of the diskette. So which one is the better copy here? Is the 95 and 5 1/4 worse? Or is the 90 plus and oh my gosh. These little nuances, man, they get me.
$600.
These little nuances get me sometimes. 80 plus Test Drive, but that's also why I'm not spending a ton of money on PC stuff. Larger, older, better. 5 1/4's first print. Okay, so the 95 is the better copy in the better grade, going for $1,600.
Next lot.
So this is
$650.
Yeah, okay. Usually earlier because they came first. So yeah, the 95 for $1,600 versus the $1,300. Like the 95 still is the much better deal, if I'm understanding you guys correctly. $687.50 for Test Drive, going into Tomb Raider Gold Game of the Year. This is in one of those really cool Eidos?
$850.
Another publishing company I never say out loud. In my head I say Eidos, but I don't know. But it's in one of those cool trapezoid boxes. Eidos had one of those cool box design. Eidos? My gosh.
$1,500.
Tomb Raider Gold here. Sole copy on the VGA Pop Report, first time at Heritage, is actually pushing up to $800.
$1,700.
Eidos? EDO? Eidos? Yeah, Eidos. It's in the game. Eidos. It's in the game.
Fair warning.
Thank you, Default. That really clears things up. Over $2,000 for it though. I expected this, like obviously this is a later print, Tomb Raider Gold Game of the Year. $2,000? You were asking $1,000 for this on eBay for months? Yeah, like,
Fair
dude.
$550.
Like, oh my Eidos, yeah.
$700.
$2,000 for that shocks me, big box game shop. Just given what it is, right? Like that shocks me. Just given
Fair warning.
Game of the Year, Gold, all this stuff. But Tomb Raider fans, I guess.
$800.
Singing Old McDonald here. Seriously, dude. The most iconic game characters. Oh my god, right? Well, I'm sleeping on it, Odin. Of course it sold for $2,000. That's Lara Croft, man. That's Lara Croft. You're right, Odin. You're right. That's on me. This is really fucking cool. Unreal. Speaking of, when I didn't play Quake, I did play Unreal. VGA 85 here. Top copy of just 2 examples of this variant. The CD cover, 4 of 4. I guess there's variants. This is number 4 of 4 for the variants. Pushing its way to $1,800. VGA 85 Unreal. Yeah, just super freaking cool. Super freaking cool. You expected 20,000 on Secret of Monkey Island, and then Goaty Tomb Raider sells for $2,000. Go figure.
$280.
Go figure. You want this Unreal? How far did you push, or did you push it all super junk? Selling for $1,750. Just super cool. Warcraft 2 Battle Chest.
$360.
VGA 80 plus on it. Pushing its way to $475 here. $500. $525, slowly but surely. You bought one for $500 a few years back, but it arrived damaged AF. You didn't bid this time?
Fair
Damn,
warning.
dude. That sucks. Yeah, 4 different case cover arts. Gotcha. Gotcha. So yeah. 4 of 4 for the variants. Variant number 4. Yeah. Yeah. That's how we say it. That's how you pronounce that company. Oh, I need to sit down a little bit here. I'm getting too fired up about PC games. Man, oh man, oh man. This includes Tides of Darkness, plus the expansion, plus BattleNet 2 edition. Or BattleNet edition? Oh, strategy guide inside, sorry. You get the game, the expansion, and the strategy guide. Good old Blizzard Battle Chest, War Chest, whatever you want to call them. I originally bought the Diablo 2 chest when I was younger. They're cool. They're neat. $625 for it. Here's actual Warcraft 2 Tides of Darkness shareware version, VGA 80. Do people seek shareware versions, or are they just kind of like a kind of like an NFR oddity? You know, like with game collecting, you could buy like Super Smash Bros. Melee NFR, but no one's really going for the NFR copy. Or are shareware more desirable than that? Do people actually you know what I mean? Do people target shareware specifically?
$1,100. $1,200.
You collect shareware? Yes, pretty rare. You do. Shareware's less desirable. FFS. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? VGA 85. Why is Carmen Sandiego pumping?
$1,400. $1,500.
First product in the Carmen Sandiego franchise. Only copy on the VGA Pop Report. Pushing up to over $2,000? Carmen Sandiego has that kind of... It has that kind of legs? For Carmen Sandiego?
$1,800.
Really? Like, for me, my age, like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego is nothing more than a meme. Like, that's it, right?
Fair warning.
Like, that's it. That's all I ever, think about it. That's all I ever... Just, it's a meme. Yo, where's Carmen Sandiego? That's crazy, man. $2,500. Interesting. Yeah, who in the world is pumping Carmen Sandiego? Seriously, man. Where in the world are all the bidders? It appeals to the Oregon Trail type of collectors. $2,375. What were you pushing there for, Carl? Were you going for Carmen?
$80.
You don't know why this 3-inch is going for so much? You owned the 5-inch back in the day? Worth less, but some look for it and will give more for shareware. Shareware is cool, but you'd rather have the full game unless it's particularly rare.
Next lot.
Oh, you wanted the Carmen. Okay, Carl, you were actually pushing for it. You would have paid under 1K. Jesus, dude. Yeah, you weren't even in the running for it. You know, and even like, it's funny. It's so funny sometimes. Just not having the, like, this makes me feel like one of those guys on Reddit who sees graded game prices and you're just like, $2,000 for Carmen Sandiego? What a scam. It's so weird when I'm the person who has no kind of, I just don't have the price gauge, right?
$650.
I just don't have a fucking clue. 2,375. Man, oh man. Willow, VGA 85 for 375 bucks into WWF European Rampage. What a cover.
Fair warning.
What a cover on this game.
$750.
VGA 90 European release. Beautiful. Oh, pushing up to $1,200 as well. Jesus. Is that just WWF fans there, or is this game particularly interesting for PC collectors? Because I'm guessing it's just like WWF fans, you know? Are these like pixelated renders? Ultimate Warrior looks low res as fuck. You know what I mean? Just kind of looks like they took like screen caps. Look at this. Look at his rear lat here. It's like fucking pointy from how they cut him out. Looks super odd. Sold for $1,500 though. Yeah, just terrible photoshopping, right? Like it just looks like very, very, very bad. It doesn't have to be that bad. $1,500 for it still though. What is this?
$950.
Limited edition Arthas statue from World of Warcraft. 2012. That's dope, man. Jesus. Just 3,000 units, a 1/5 scale of the Lich King. A 1/5 scale. Isn't this thing fucking huge
Next
then?
lot. $120.
The box is 29 inches? I'm sorry.
$150.
This is so amazing. $1,200. Is this a deal? Like that doesn't feel super expensive for statue collecting. You know what I mean?
$220.
Yeah, 29 by 17 by 13.
$260.
Approximately 20 pounds with the packaging. That's insane. That's crazy.
$80.
That's dope. I agree, Crafty. That is just cool, man. Diablo VG85, the strategy guide.
Fair warning.
They paid the guy in the basement for Photoshop. Seriously, man. Ocean Games never had that great of graphics. I don't think they did, but surely they were at least able to, like, use early Photoshop. Right?
$380.
Carmen Sandiego is one of the top 30 longest running video game series, having existed for just over 30 years with the release of Carmen Sandiego Returns in 2015.
$420.
I can't believe it. Prices hover around that for the statue plus a bit more. This is just the strategy guide, right? First time offering the strategy guide. Yeah, this is just the strategy guide. VGA 85 plus pushing to 575.
Next lot. $240.
Just the strategy guide for $550. Yeah, I wasn't going to say it out loud, Rob. Right? I wasn't going to say it. But it feels like a lot of money for a strategy guide.
$320.
Yeah, just feels like a lot of money for a strategy guide. Night Shift. Lucasfilm Games again, VGA 90. I've never seen this before. Single copy of Night Shift for Commodore 64 on their November census. First time any version at Heritage.
$440.
VGA 90 here, pushing its way with $500. The strategy guide does display nicely, but like at $550, I mean, you're pushing not half the price of the game, but you know what I mean? Like you're pushing the value of an actual copy of the game here. I guess I just didn't know that there were people willing to pay this much for a strategy guide. You know what I mean?
$550.
Like even 85 plus, it's just like, huh. Night Shift is pushing up to almost $700.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Night Shift closing at $625. I'm sure Superman's about to do well here. Commodore 64. Yep. VGA 80 on this. The Man of Steel, Superman. Yeah, $875 we're looking for right now. They've previously sold it for Atari and PC. First time on Commodore 64.
Fair warning.
But why is Elon pumping Diablo? What's the relation there, Squirrel Herder? Did I miss something with Elon and Diablo? I can't keep up with everything that guy does. I think we're conquering Mars soon, but I'm not 100% sure.
Fair warning.
What does he have to do with Diablo?
$850.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Yes. Yes, Carl. Okay, yep. The Elon is the greatest gamer in 2024. Yes. I remember I saw something about people looking into his character or whatever it is, and the amount of hours necessary to do what he's done was literally impossible or something. Something along those lines. I saw stories, headlines, whatever. Yeah, I did see something about that.
$1,200.
Superman pushing over 1,500 or pushing up to 1,500. Yeah, not surprised. Not surprised. The Superman games always get love. You're waiting for Carl to expose that Elon didn't buy the Diablo strategy guide, but he got cheap labor in another country to buy it for him. Yeah, when do we get the biggest video game cheater exposed? The Elon video. That's what I need. A nice breakdown of why it's so impossible what Elon did. You're the man to do it, Carl. $1,437 for Superman. Yeah, it just Superman sells well every single time it comes up. Every single time. Turtles, the arcade game, VGA 95. The Elon vid is actually going to come out in early February. Are you being serious? Are you being facetious right now? Are you just memeing, or is that actually coming? Turtles, the arcade game. This is also sold. This is Mark Friedman again, VGA 95. We had the VGA 90 Plus sell for $1,000. So again, you're being serious. Oh my god, I'm actually excited for that. I knew that was $1 million idea right there. I knew it. It's too damn good to pass up. That is content right there.
$550.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. Again, the VGA 95 selling for $1,375. It's a small premium over the 90 Plus. Really small premium over the 90 Plus to just pay the extra $300. Again, if it was me, I would just buy both copies.
Next lot.
Maybe whoever won these did just buy both copies, but
$40.
another game that means nothing to me. Leisure Suit Larry, the Land of the Lounge Lizards. Like, Leisure Suit Larry is literally just that old porn game. Like, I know nothing about the franchise, right? I just know Leisure Suit Larry are like porn games. But they might not be. I have no idea. That's just in my head. That's all I know about it. Turtles the arcade game, the VGA 90 Plus. Again, Mark Friedman collection. Surely he's running out of copies, right? Like, this has to be almost all of them. The 90 Plus for $625 this time. Almost half of what it sold for last time. On the 90 Plus specifically. King's Quest V VGA 80 Plus. Maybe Elon's an absolute legend. Yeah, Carl's just a hater. Carl's gonna expose himself for just being a hater.
$180.
Just can't accept that Elon is better at video games.
$200. $240. $280. $300.
They promised prawn, but the payoff was not prawn. It's a horn game, more like. Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess, yeah. Me saying it's
fair warning.
Me saying it was prawn was going a bit hard.
$320.
Yeah, just kind of horn, I guess, is better. But yeah, because I don't expect it to actually have. I mean, maybe nudity is in it, but I don't expect anything.
Fair warning.
You know what I mean? I don't expect it to actually
next lot
be crazy.
$50. $140.
Anything crazy, you know? King's Quest 5, $375. King's Quest 6, 80 plus. Sierra co-founder Ken Williams describes Leisure Suit Larry as the company's best-known franchise. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy when we're literally looking at King's Quest here and like Ultima exists. I can't believe he holds Leisure Suit Larry that high of regard. That's crazy.
$80.
King's Quest 5, $375. King's Quest 6, 80 plus here, pushing its way to 400. You played LSL as a kid and it was and you were very disappointed that it's actually a video game.
Fair warning. Next lot.
It sounds like it's as exciting as Bubble Bath Babes, Joe Kane. It sounds like it's roughly as exciting as the NES Panesian games. Did you know Metal Jesus Rocks was part of Sierra? Yes.
$120.
Yes, because the only reason I know that, Rob, is because anytime there's like drama about Metal Jesus Rocks, or if people are attacking him about being a fake gamer, fake collector, Metal Jesus sucks, then the comment section will be like, no, he actually worked for Sierra. He's legit. So like, that is the only reason I know he worked there, is because people beat it into the dirt, you know?
$600.
Like, I don't watch Metal Jesus. I've basically never watched Metal Jesus. Yes, I know he worked at Sierra. It feels like lore that's impossible to, you know, you can't avoid that lore. King's Quest 6 went for $375. Monkey Island VJ85 again here for Macintosh this time around. Pushing its way over $1,500. Yeah, lore you can't ignore. You got to know your MJR lore. You don't know why people are so against MJ? His videos are nerdy and fun. Metal Jesus has been around too long, right? That's all it is.
Fair warning.
You stay around long enough to see yourself become the villain. It's honest to God pretty true in a lot of ways. So Metal Jesus did a couple questionable things. People will cite his like he wanted to go in that van, or like his house flooded or something. I don't know. He has some controversies. So then you just start getting internet hate, and when you've been on the internet for what, 10, 15 years, you just get a whole subsection of people that fucking hate you.
$50.
Right? I'm sure, like, I mean, Carl can, you know, maybe he can chime in, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who hate Carl. He's been on the internet for a long time. It's just what happens. Warning. Marathon Infinity, the VGA 80 Plus, going for $150. Secret of Monkey Island, VGA 85 for $1,687. Yeah, still even selling for a lot on Mac there. StarCraft VGA 80, $875. And we have some couple pieces of artwork here to close out.
$420.
Maniac Mansion. Gary Winnick.
$460.
Funny fact about Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, you're catching strays right now, Carl.
$480.
You're absolutely gonna catch some strays. Like, speaking of Carl Jobs, I fucking hate that guy. Like, it's just, you know, it is what it is.
$550. Fair warning. Next lot.
That marathon was yours, big box, for $150 that you're saying is going to sell for like $800 on eBay. Jesus, if so. Why don't they put it in an art-specific auction?
Warning.
There just isn't enough art in general to hold art-specific auctions, Rob. There has been one or two in the past, but in general, it's hard to get it's hard to get enough pieces consigned, or meaningful pieces consigned, to have an art-specific auction.
70, 85,
so we
90,
more so see them get... Like, we saw some of this Gary Winnick Maniac Mansion stuff come up in weekly auctions as well. Some of it went to Showcase, so they kind of spread it around and hope that it can get exposure in multiple places. At least it seems to be that's their strategy with it. Fun fact about Leisure Suit Larry: Al Lowe, the creator, said he will never make number 4, and then he made number 5. There is no number 4 in the series.
$160.
You would put money down that MJ is a better gamer than Elon? Yeah, yeah, if it wasn't clear, I have nothing against Metal Jesus. His content was never just like it didn't appeal to me, you know what I mean?
Fair warning.
his content, like Metal Jesus, just didn't appeal to me. He didn't bring me in.
The auction is now closed.
When he was
Thank
at
you
his
for
peak of
participating.
stuff, like I watched AVGN, right? I found that more entertaining. And then as far as collecting went, I was deep on Nintendo Age. So it felt like I was like 10 steps ahead of MJR. So when he was putting out hidden gem videos, you know, it was stuff that Nintendo Age, or it felt like stuff that Nintendo Age was like talking about for months already. So there was just no, like, you know what I mean? It just wasn't deep enough of content for my own consumption. As far as collecting went, you could just, like, forums were better than any kind of YouTube content being put out. One dud in the auction, everything else did great. Hey, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So long as you can average out and win, then that's okay in the end there. Oof. What an auction, though. That kind of flew by, actually. Like, for a PC showcase, I didn't know what to expect of it tonight. That was good. That was fun. That wasn't bad at all. We had some big sales in there as well. Some interesting things, like finding out Carmen Sandiego's worth $2,000. More than John Madden Football. Is that crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that's crazy? Like, I would, you know, 10 out of 10 times have John Madden Football over Carmen Sandiego. I understand 85, 75 plus, but like, man. Madden too high. Jesus. Curse of Monkey Island, $8,000, taking down the top spot in the auction. That was nuts. Monkey Island right under it, number 1, 85 plus or 5 grand. And LeChuck's Revenge, Monkey Island 2 for 5 grand as well. Like I said, Monkey Island 3, 1, and 2 were the 1, 2, 3 games in the auction. That's crazy. Diablo right under the 85 for 4,000. Baldur's Gate, the thumbnail game, the one that I thought might get the most attention tonight. It was the number 5 game. Number 5 game. I'm happy with that. $3,500 on Baldur's Gate. Very cool. At the other side of the auction, one game can sell for less than every other game in the auction. There can only be one, like the Highlander. King's Quest 6? What's wrong with this? King's Quest 7, version 2.0. Is it just because it's like a re-release? $109 for it. Like, you know, for $109, like, I don't know, it looks pretty cool. Is it truly just nothing here? Version 2.0 enhanced for Windows 95. Is it just like a player's choice copy? Just nothing? Nobody cares about King's Quest 7? Sad day to be a King's Quest fan, man. Sad day. But that will do it for tonight. Hey, we almost got up to 100 viewers for the PC auction. That's huge. Oh yeah, it probably costs more to grade it, right? You add in shipping on there? Like that's a zero profit game right there, Comac. That's a zero profit game right there. But have a good night, everybody. I will be away on a small vacation for the next week, so I will not be live next week. You always thought the Highlander TV series was better than the movies? Me too. Highlander TV series went hard, man. The movies weren't bad. Like, I do remember the movies being like, you know, they're cool. I think Highlander 2 is better than Highlander 1. I can't remember now, but the movies were fine. The show was good. My dad loved it, and like, it was always on. It was good to watch. But 5 gifted! Dude! Closing out the auction strong there. Closing out the auction strong. Do I not have a gifted? That felt like a default emote there on the screen. There we go. Elysium Johnny Taco. Taco Dan 99. I've never seen that guy before. Ta Jacob R. All sniped by the memberships. There we go. There we go. Much appreciated, Big Box. But I'll be on vacation next week, so no one live. I won't be live for the live stream. I'll still be in the Discord, all that stuff. Join the Discord, link in the description. Huge thanks to Heritage sponsoring tonight. Videogames@ha.com. Yes, I might ask Sean a question, Mike, but like, fuck, I've just been busy with like preparing for the vacation here. Maybe ask him a question for me, Mike. But have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys in a week. Take care, guys. Have a good night.